Hey, Big Root. Good afternoon. It's Rochelle and Bunmi.
I'm Rochelle. She's Bunmi. We're just inviting a few people in.
You guys know that we are in Vegas, right?
Already having a good time. The conference hasn't even started yet. Oh, we get notifications.
Okay, but we're really excited about the information that we are going to get and be able to bring back to you. So for those of you who don't know, we're at the most powerful women in networking event out here. It's a GoPro event.
Yes, with Eric Worre and Marina Worre.
Yeah, and you, of course, you know who Eric. Hopefully, you do know who Eric Worre. If you don't, look him up.
Absolutely.
Yeah, because he is just doing so much to promote the industry, the profession of network marketing.
Yeah, just helping people become more professional in our profession. That's extremely important. To learn how to build relationships, to learn the proper skills, to grow your business. So just so many things. We'll be bringing back lots of good information.
Yeah, I'm excited about what we're going to learn because there are going to be so many top female entrepreneurs here, high six-figure earners, $1 million earners, $1 million a month earners. Yep. So we're going to have our pen in our hands, our butts in the seat, our minds, and attentively paying attention to all these good nuggets that we're going to get. But I wanted to come into the group to give you guys a couple of nuggets from us today. Hey, Donald. Hello, Ella. Hello.
Hey, Erica.
Erica, how are you guys doing? Before I give you these nuggets, hey, Dr. Jeremiah, don't forget tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern is our opportunity call. So definitely I want to see you guys promoting for that. So this is probably going to be the only thing I put out in the group about it today. So don't forget to get onto the opportunity call and to promote it heavily to your team. So Ella, I know you're already on top of that. So Rochelle, I wanted to kind of have a conversation and talk about two things that this industry is about when you're building a business, and that is duplication and retention. Duplication and retention. So duplication is you getting your team to do what it is that you did when you first started to, let's say, sponsor those two, right? So that's duplication, getting those two to do what it is that you just did.
Right.
And then retention is so important because retention is once the business is done, now getting it to stay.
Right.
Getting it to stay and be retained on the books. So, Rochelle, we're on this, like, the 12-week plan, right? We're keeping everybody focused on this 12-week plan that Dan has laid out. How can you, I want you to kind of tie the concepts of duplication and retention to our focus of this 12-week plan.
Oh, yeah. So, one of the things about duplication that I always like to say, and I always like to hear when other leaders say it, is that we have to make sure we always do what can be duplicated. See, a lot of times we get into business and we feel like, maybe we've been in other companies before, or we are entrepreneurs and we know this stuff, and we try to create this thing around it to where we are doing all this fancy stuff. And the problem is, even though it may be working for you, the team is not able to duplicate it. They're not able to do what you do. So we have a very, very simple system and simple plan. Over this 12 weeks, it's about getting your two, helping your two get their two, helping those to get their two, and beyond. I mean, it's so simple. When you think about the number 2, that's like one of the simplest numbers and simplest concepts that we could ever come up with. So we have to remember to stick to the simple system, not get fancy. Not say, oh, this happened, so now I have to go out and do even more stuff. No, you can go out and recruit more people, but not do more stuff. Keep it very, very simple. And that is how we're going to be able to accomplish this 12-week system.
Hey, Nicola. I see you, girl. Thanks for checking in here. Yeah. So, with that said, you got to understand that the things that we are getting the team to do over these 12 weeks are very simple, and I think Rochelle, people are really getting it because more and more people are making sure that when their people join up, they purchase the leads right away. Right? Everybody can do that, and it's very affordable, and everybody can afford $20.
Right.
Then people are getting the understanding to have them to print out the getting started guide, right? Everybody can do that. That's something that everybody can do.
Right.
So the first things when people join, you get them to print out the getting started guide. Hey, Janice. Janice is a new member, just signed up yesterday.
Okay.
And make sure you order your leads.
Yes.
And then the next thing to do is use the Getting Started Guide to text out or email out to the leads.
Absolutely.
Right? I mean,
very simple.
Yeah.
It's laid out. I mean, if you can read and follow instructions, then you can do this. It doesn't have to be more. You don't make it more than what it is.
Right.
I mean, it's there, it's simple, and it is working.
Yeah.
So why are we changing it? Why are we trying to change it? Let's not try to change it.
That's right. And one of the things that I really love are the results that people are getting. So understand that the leads that we have now are a higher caliber of lead than we just had maybe, like, let's say a month ago.
Right.
So a month ago, up until this time, we've had what was called a internet survey lead. Someone would go to the internet, fill out a form, and we would get that as that type of lead on our 20 lead list.
And they were good because some people were getting signups from those. So it's not that they weren't good. But
these are better because now these are phone survey leads. Because sometimes people are surfing online, they forget what they filled out.
Yep.
But these phone survey leads, these people have actually talked to someone. Now, they haven't talked to someone about O2,
right.
but they've talked to some physical body saying, I'm looking for a way to make money from home. Right. And so from Roxanne to Catalina to Joyce Booth to Rob, these are all people who have recently gotten the leads and already following the system, they've signed people up. Some of them even without talking to the people.
Wow.
Yeah, and so I'm really impressed. So this is just proven true. Oh, and listen to this, guys. You got to understand this. The caliber of lead that we have now is a $5 lead. Most people are out in the marketplace are paying $5 per lead. So when you pay your $20, the average person is paying $100 for what you're paying $20 for. So we need to thank Dan Putnam because he negotiated he negotiated this deal with the lead company some kind of way with the amount of leads that he's purchasing for our company for us to be able to get it for just $1 each.
That's great.
Yeah, it's really great. So if you haven't gotten your leads yet, get your leads. Doesn't mean that you don't talk to people that you already know. Like Janice just got into the business. She's already talking to people that she knows. In fact, she got a customer yesterday. Her first day in the business, she got a customer. Wow, that's awesome. You go, Janice, girl. We're so proud of you. So there are people that you know and then people that you don't know. So we are dealing with both of them. So the lead lists are people that you don't know. But you don't have to figure out, what do I say? Nope. The Getting Started Guide tells you exactly how to approach these people. And then we still use the three-way. But talk about, even with a lead list like this, not everybody's going to respond.
Correct.
Right? Talk a little bit about that.
So, yeah, I mean, of course, we know that this is a numbers game, right? Whether we're calling leads, whether we're inviting people to get on a call, whether we're inviting people to a live event, it's all a numbers game, guys. You have to remember that, and you have to not allow yourself to get discouraged when people don't respond or when people say that they're going to be there and then they don't show up. We just have to keep on pressing. I mean, really and truly, to be able to text or email or even call 20 leads and get any person to sign up, that is huge.
It's remarkable. Yeah.
That is huge, guys, because we're talking about you've purchased 20 leads for $20 and you're able to make back $20 or $25 or even $100 off of that. So that is simply amazing. We're talking about amazing numbers. And I think part of that is because we do have high quality leads. And part of it is because of the simple system that we have. But just remember, again, it's a numbers game. Everyone is not going to respond, and everyone is not going to respond the first time.
Right.
See, some people need to, we talk about this when we talk about postcard marketing, right? We talk about having to mail to people. We need to touch them about 7 times before they respond. Now, of course, that's not in every case. But don't get discouraged and don't stop contacting just because they didn't come back to you with a yes or a no the first time. Keep pressing. That's the name of the game.
Hey, Anika, thanks for joining us on this Facebook Live. Chris suggests that you start out with 40 leads, so you don't have to just start out with 20. You can buy more. So he says to his team, go ahead and start out with 40 leads for $40, and that gives you more people to reach out to in that first round.
In the rotation.
Right.
Yeah, absolutely.
Now, Catalina called me today, and she was saying she utilized Chris' post. So look in the group. Chris has a post of how he responds to people if he's texted out to them and he has not heard from them. And she said it absolutely worked for her. So look for that that post here in the group, and that will help you.
It does work. I've used it.
You've used that?
Yeah, I've used it.
So look for that. And then the final thing I wanted to talk about, so in this duplication, guys, if you will understand, you're getting your team to do, the people that you sponsored, to do the exact same thing that you just did. So that means you need to be making sure you do the right thing, right? And then you teach them to do the exact same thing right away. Don't be waiting 2 weeks to get going. As soon as you get in, you start working and you start doing this immediately. And then you're going to see more and more people getting those 2 within 7 days. And you know how Dan says now, if you don't get the 2 within 7 days, don't worry about it. You keep working. Sometimes it happens in 14, sometimes 21, sometimes 30, but you just keep on and doing that. But in the perfect world scenario, oh my gosh, if everybody did this, got their 2 in 7 days and got that duplication going, I mean, you'd be at a staggering 5-figure income per month come May sometime, right? 12 weeks from now. May, almost June. Now, let's talk about retention.
Let me just say this before we move into retention. What Bunmi just said is great. Have your people do what you did, and that means that you have to actually do it. Because if you waited 2 weeks, then your person is probably going to wait 4.
Wow.
So if you don't get started right away, it's going to be very hard for things to fall in place for you to get your person to start right away. Yeah. So just remember that.
You move fast, your money move fast. You move slow, your bank account, your money's gonna move slow.
Yep.
So let's really learn to have a sense of urgency as you're working your business. Now, the final thing, real quick, is retention. Now, this is not just a business of sales, right? You just don't want to have a one hit, sign somebody up and be done. Network marketing, you want to build a long-term residual income, guys. Learn what residual is. Residual is you do something one time and you keep getting paid month after month after month. And so that's why auto ship is so important for all of your business owners to be on, because that is what locks in the residual. So they get started in March. Now, in April, guess what happens? You have all of that business that happened in March happening automatically again, and the new business being built upon that. So each month, your volume should be growing and growing as you have repeat business and you have new business. So auto ship helps with retention. Also, having your people to be a product of the product. Because then they're going to want it forever. Talk about being a product of the product for retention.
Guys, so listen, first of all, we have to be a product of the product. Because what I'm finding is the longer I use the O2 drops, the more I'm realizing what it's doing for me. I mean, Bunmi woke up this morning and was like, oh my goodness, I just realized something else O2 is doing for me. So the longer we use it, the more testimonies we can have for our own selves. And then that also teaches our team to be a product of the product, to let them know what you didn't see happen for you in your first 30 days with the product. Go to the next 30 days because something new is probably going to happen. So we have to be a product of the product, and we have to preach and teach it to our business partners, because, again, that is how residual is created. Another thing I want to say is don't get happy, and don't get comfortable with only having, you have your 2, you're comfortable.
Right.
You have your 3 customers, your 5 customers, and they're ordering and they're loving it, and you're comfortable. The point is to keep building, because things can happen anytime in anybody's life. So keep building, keep recruiting, keep sharing, keep spreading the word, keep getting new people to try your product. That's a part of retention.
That's
hey,
right.
Teresa.
Hey, Teresa. So, because remember, guys, we have a 100% paycheck match. So, it's not like you're just only matching your first two.
Right.
You're matching every single person that you bring into this business. So, it behooves you to help them to get 2-team qualified. So, to get their 2. And then help them to get that duplication going in their organization, because the more residual income they make, guess what? You match that dollar for dollar.
Beautiful.
You match it dollar for dollar. So
there's no other company doing it, guys.
none that we know of. So we made this video today to talk to you about these 2 things: duplication, getting that organization growing by your people doing what it is that you did, the right things that you're doing, and retention. Now that you have gotten the business, having the business to stay on the books so it can turn into a long-term residual income for you. Guys, I'm telling you, whether that residual income would be $1,000 a month coming into you, 3 or 5, 10, 15, or 20, or even more, I need everybody to stretch your belief level. You know, really believe that something significant can happen for you over the next 12 weeks.
Yes.
But it's not going to happen by osmosis. You've got to get to work. You've got to apply the things that we are talking about. You've got to stay connected to the team. Let us help you. Let us do those 3 ways. Let our expertise, you use our expertise with your people for the closing part. And then I'm telling you guys, I promise you, every network marketing company, have you seen me? They have a lot, 6-figure earners, $1 million earners. You just got to stake your claim. What do you want to be?
Absolutely.
Because we're so brand new in this. We don't have a lot of people at those high income ranks yet because we're just getting going.
That's right. Not because it can't happen.
Right.
Or it just, we're a year. We're celebrating 1 year, guys.
That's it.
March the 2nd. So yesterday technically would have been our 1 year anniversary. It was February 29th. 1 year. That's a baby.
Yes, such a baby. And Ella says, I believe. That's awesome, Ella. That's where it all starts, in your belief level. Believe that you can, believe that you're worth it, and that you deserve it. It's nothing but something to do. So we're going to go do it.
Right.
All right, guys. Well, thanks for listening. Share this video with your team members because they probably need to hear this information. And we'll be coming back to you with some more lives and more tips from the most powerful women in network marketing conference here in Las Vegas.
See you guys. We'll talk to you later.
Bye-bye.